Welcome back. Last time we found out that Deniza inscribed a stone. This stone sits at the base of South Mountain in Phoenix, Arizona. If one was to climb up the mountain, you would be able to see all throughout the Phoenix area. Unfortunately, the authenticity of this stone is in question. Some people believe that it was a hoax done as a publicity stunt. Some people believe that it was Deniza's very own words. Regardless, we are starting to create a roadmap of various locations around the territory that hosts the name or has something to do with the Deniza trips. As my research continues, I was able to locate a few more publications which host the name of Tontonteac. This book is entitled America, being the latest and most accurate description of the New World, containing the original inhabitants and remarkable voyages thither, by John Ogilby. This book is quite interesting, and for anyone doing this type of research, you may want to investigate this book further. It speaks of most of the names which are located upon the old maps. The chapter I am focusing on is Chapter 9, which covers Cibola, Tontonteac, and Nova Granada. Please bear with me, this book is written in Old English. Cibola lieth southward of Quivira, betwixt it and New Galicia to the north and east. On the west of it is the Bay of California. The air of the province is indifferent temperate, especially compared to sharp frosts and colds of Quivira. The country for the most part level and plain and having few trees within it. It goes on. The people are generally well-limbed and tall in stature, and seem to be a little bit more ingenious than their neighbors of Quivira, yet they go naked, many of them. Some wear skins around their mantle, made of skin, which many are painted with curiosity and art, as do sufficiently argue, neither themselves of their neighbors of Quivira, from whom they have them in traffic, do make them, but they are the merchandise and community of some other nation, perhaps Cathay or China by the Northwest Sea do trade. And it continues, is the great lake Tontonteac, situates in the middle of the province, of which they found 7 or 8 towns of natives, whereof contained 400 or 500 cottages or little houses, and were furnished with ramparts and other works of defense, of as the Spanish could not be masters of them but by force and storming. And finally, in his return homeward, he fell upon a certain country which he named Tucayan, of which his companions reported great matters, of a certain river called Huez, on the banks whereof, in the space of 20 leagues or thereabouts, there stand no less than 15 good barrows, well built and furnished likewise with stoves or hot houses against the cold as in other countries of Europe. Also, a very fruitful valley which they therefore call Arrobe de Corazones. Reading through this book, I believe that it indicates that Quivira was in California, and not in Kansas as they had assumed. I guess the greatest challenge is that it suggests that Tontonteac bordered on the Bay of California. This would make Tontonteac much further south. Like, subscribe, and share.